Findings of action monitoring, effectiveness of the WWM course. Parallelly, according to the project design, action monitoring was the part of action research. So the team has done the action monitoring through the specific tool and specific monitoring tools. In the action monitoring, we have responded and their demographic status of the respondent. 26 is the average age of the respondent, and more than half of the total respondent belong to the age group 26 to 35 years. 18 to 25 years, 42.43%, 26 to 35 years, 53%, and above 35, 3.7%. Okay. Designation of the workers. When we collected data, we considered the different types of designated workers for the action monitoring. So we collected those people who are electrical in charge line, and ironman, carder, sampleman, supervisor, powderman, mechanic, finisher, quality inspector, helper, and operator. And main of the respondent, more of the respondent was the operator. Working in the RMG sector, workers are assisted to get leave and compensation, other benefits as per rules. After training, they can easily contact with the welfare officer, and they can show their background of the leave and compensation leave. So we can find that here five different factory, and we show that before getting training their status, and we show that after getting trainings their increase the number of communication, number of sharing the problem with the welfare officer. Workers turnover rate. We can see here worker turnover rate also. Turnover rate and work mistake also decrease through the training, and we can see here one quotation. Counseling on how to improve the working skills of workers. Counseling is provided for the workers to improve their working skills. All of these programs provided incentives to workers and reduce unauthorized absenteeism and turnover. Counseling for unauthorized leave and dropout. It is not possible to directly stop the dropout of workers directly through this training. In this case, though, after the motivational counseling of the welfare officers, the dropout of the workers has decreased to some extent. Counseling services as well as OSS services, welfare officers' willingness in occupational health and safety and services. Where all the managers and trainees of factories reported that welfare officers trainees provided training to the worker about workers' awareness on health, hygiene, and safety issues, including fire safety and various natural disasters, through counseling session in every month, along with the safety committee after getting the training. Workplace harassment. Complaint for being a victim of abuse and sexual harassment in the last 6 months. I'm showing the presentation that most of the workers, 94.2%, mentioned that they are fully agreed that if they complain about any issue, welfare officer help them to solve it. So inform the workers who are to complain. Among the 2% of victims who made complaint, most of the workers, 7.3%, fully agreed that welfare officer trying to solve their problem. 1.6% are partially agreed regarding the issue, and 1.1% workers reported that welfare officer did not initiate any activities to resolve the complaint quickly. Workplace harassment continues. Worker satisfaction level for resolving the complaint. 13.7% workers received immediate solution, and almost half of the workers, 56.8%, received solution within 1 day. 12.6% received solution within 2 days, and 16.8% received solution within 3 to 7 days. But the company of effectiveness of the training. Almost all of the trainees, workers, and management officials rated the overall effectiveness of WWM training course positive. Provide workers of kind mental supports with motivation that can reduce stress. Counseling-related services help.
Mariam, we cannot listen to you. Mariam, can you hear us? Mr. Joel Chandrasekhar, are you there?
Yes, sir, I am there. I am there.
Yeah, so in case of Mariam Appa's technicalities, can you summarize the entire session, please?
So actually, I said there is a in our RMG sector there is a designated position for as a welfare officer. Actually, they are responsible to give counseling or psychosocial support or counseling support or mental support to the workers. So we see that from our baseline report as they are not professionally from the background from psychological department or supposed to not well trained to provide motivational interview or such kind of things. So we targeted that. At first we need to build up capacity at management level so that they can give the service or they can take the initiative for the workers. So we coverage 200 factories in Dhaka city area from our project service to build up capacity in terms of motivational interview, sexual reproductive health, and psychosocial, how to conduct and motivational psychosocial interview, psychosocial service to the workers. So we also measure some indicator. Actually from the owner side, in the end of the day want to business. So there are some sensitive issue inside the factory like harassment, turnover rate is high, and worker unauthorized absent, and also working relationship between worker and management. So how can improve our training to the work throughout the working environment? So we divided into two phases, like before training 6 months and after training 6 months. There are two phases was there in action research program. So there are some sort of positive indicator we found that worker can easily say there any harassment issue to the welfare officer, trained welfare officer, and they are willing to hear from the workers and they are going to solve in non-judgmental or other tools and techniques. So in the motivational interview or psychosocial support, and some cases they also refer to the professionals. So there are so many positive impact found from our training. And also I just share one side, and some factory also they introduce in mental from our training, some factory also introduce the mental health corner and give the worker awareness. If you feel any stress or family issues or anything else, so that they can share to them. And so we just said we can build it as a first aider counselor to give the initial support. So I think this is from USEP this project. I think this is a good initiative for our RMG sector as huge manforce involvement. And now we seek all of the cooperation. How can we can continue our initiative? And definitely this is baseline, this is an initial, but we have go so far. Let's see how do we go, how do we move on to ensure the mental well-being or emotional well-being to our workers, so that management can give a productive environment, and that definitely worker mental health insured. Thank you so much. Any other question we can proceed on?